some of their early game struggles that we saw from last split.
I mean, XL had similar struggles as well, so they need to be able to show up that early game if they're going to get to the scaling point with this draft. Victor, Zeri, so powerful later on, is hold their spells. Molten Shield just goes down, but you want everything when the wave crashes. Humanoid's already moved from the mid lane. He's down here. TP available for VTO and W1D1 if they want to try and fight. AdVN stun. There's the TP in, but immediately first blood over to Fnatic. Reckless tanks a single tower shot. Razork will flash as the second one finds his mark, and Fnatic get first blood.
The dive is clean from Fnatic. They're able to doesn't really have anything to TP to at this point in time. Keep my eyes on the rest of the map. Xerxes bot lane should make this an easy dive.
W1D trying to dodge away from this one. Hits the level 6 and immediately Razork and Oscar don't want any more of that. The all-out, always a threat. Knocked back with the seismic shove in the mid lane. Chaos Storm comes down. Humanoid needs to walk away from this one. Does still have the flash. We'll be able just to...
One kill that we saw bot, but now look once again. Humanoid and Razork grouping up, moving into the bot side river.
Oscar can just jump away from that one. Odo now with the ghost trying to chase in. Oscar had the flash, didn't even burn it. Odo showing Oscar what it's like on the LEC.
They will hand that blue buff over to VTO. Dragon is now up and available, and you can look. Fnatic once again first in the objective. Razork looking for a pick.
Glacial Prism's going to hit onto Limit. Very squishy is the Annie. Able to survive there with Molten Shield. Jumps in for the stun as well. The Chaos Storm is ticking. Humanoid flashes. Razork looking for the chase. Gets him with the Winter's Wrath. The Rift Herald will charge in. The plates go over to XL. But the cost of it is Limit's life.
And that's the risk of the face checking that we talked about. Limit survived a lot longer than I was expecting him to. If he'd had level 6, very much could have killed Humanoid there.
Teleport
up soon.
Available for Oscar It looks like the Dragon will just be secured. Oscar would struggle to teleport away from Odo as he continues to fight up towards that top lane. But for the moment, it's a Dragon apiece. Rift Herald used as well. And the gold basically even. Fnatic have about 400 extra. And most of that sitting on Reckless on this Xayah.
Yeah, so Fnatic should be looking at this bot tower now. They want to progress the game forward. They want to unlock this bot lane as much as they can, as Odo looking for another kill in top.
Oscar will go mega here with the wall up. There's the Gnar, but Odo dodges it beautifully there, uses the unstoppability. VTO coming in as well. Oscar trying to flash away, but this should be all done. But the Gnar falling. VTO tanks it, Odo takes it. Meanwhile, the bot lane dive didn't really materialize. In the end, Xerxes was here to stop Razork's advances. And Limit's waiting around the corner with the Tibbers. One turret plate remains for Fnatic if they want to push further. Humanoid's on his way down.
I think Fnatic's main goal here is just the turret. They don't need to get any kills. Xerxes is providing that cover, but you can see them just focusing on chipping away this tower. Here comes the ult from Humanoid.
Humanoid looking to get behind them. Glacial Prism hits, Limit gets the stun under the tower into the explosive cast. And it's enough for Razork to fall. The tower still stands. Patrick is low. Flashes away from AdVN, who was charging up those rockets. Odo still on the chase here, TP'd into the fight, and he's looking for a little bit more once his third kill of the game. Rooted up for just a second. Stopwatch from Humanoid perfectly bashed into by Xerxes, but Humanoid still surviving. Xerxes and Odo do not have the damage to take down Fnatic.
Odo not having his ultimate there may have been a bit of an overextension for XL, but they're able to get that kill. This gives Fnatic options. As I say that, they're grouping up as 5 and they're making their way into the river.
Only second Dragon of the game for either of these two teams. XL trying to set up around it, already down to 6,000. Fnatic stepping in, Glacial Prism a possibility. It hits onto Xerxes. They dive forward, the Tibbers coming out as well. Everyone dodges the all-out as well from Odo Isolates Razork all on his lonesome, and XL walk out with a kill on the jungler. Now they turn their eyes back towards the Dragon. Fnatic continue to poke and to prod and to pry their way into something, but Reckless is having none of it. He's already gone to get the mid lane prio. Humanoid and AdVN can only catch a Scuttle Crab. No XL members overstepping, overstaying. And the Dragon should be secured for XL. Mid lane tower, though, for Fnatic.
The best trade that Fnatic can really look to get is XL find themselves with a big win in that last fight. Humanoid needs to be careful here, though. He does have the support of AdVN right behind him. And he will be able to steal away if they're able to do it, though. I think that XL's comp makes it that much harder. We've already seen a few examples of the fights. The next Dragon spawns in about a minute's time. Humanoid.
Oh, flash body slam, explosive cask available as well. Humanoid's going to get knocked back here. Chaos Storm ticking, and that will be enough. Humanoid killed off in the top lane. As Xerxes finds his single ultimate available for them. If Fnatic decide to take this fight, Weaver's Wall comes down. Fnatic split off VTO from the rest of his team. I don't know if they know that VTO isn't there. Dragon started now by XL as Fnatic try and close in. How long? Half the timer left on the Glacial Prism. If Fnatic can delay and get that ultimate back up, maybe they can look for a re-engage, but so far they have been struggling around objectives like this. XL once again in a good position, shepherding Fnatic into the pit. Oscar in and nowhere near the Mega Gnar, slowly building it up, a third of the way there. W1D1 putting its face into his opposition as Humanoid caught out. Reckless gets the dragon for Fnatic. Humanoid on the backline being isolated. Oscar in trying to do what he can against 3 members of XL. Fnatic have already lost 1 as Humanoid is down. Oscar in builds up the Mega Gnar, and XL on the wrong side of the rift. Razzle going forward, hits the stun onto BTO. Oscar in trying to get in, but once again, the Gnar falls short, and Fnatic fall down. Reckless dives in, stunned up, locked up, shut down. Fnatic all in pieces as XL start to close in around them once again. Advien has to flash away. Oscar has the dash, has flash in 2, and will escape. The dragon secured for Fnatic, but XL are looking for a much bigger objective.
Fnatic just can't find the fight, and you can see Reckless at the last part trying to secure a kill, diving in, looking for some opportunity. But it was an overcommitment. The chain CC comes through from Limit. XL hold their ground, and now they start the Baron. Razzle still alive, has the flash, has the smite. Will this be stolen away?
Odoamne's got to try and do everything he can to stop Razzle getting into that pit. Xerxes is low, Odoamne is low as well, though, as Razzle continues to push forward. XL peel off the Baron, and they invested 2 TPs into trying.
Definitely a downfall for the organization, and so far not a great start. This composition has been difficult for them to execute some early leads. Xerxes going in.
Limit with the timbers over the wall. Oscar in, back. He tried to dash, he tried to dive away, but XL were not going to let him escape. Odoamne now stepping forward for the chase as well. Xerxes looking for that flank position. Reckless pops the feathers up, making sure that he is safe as houses, but for the moment, Fnatic a member down, and XL turning their eyes towards the Baron.
Yep, they have a numbers advantage. Razor's still alive. VTO going to look to try and chip away at the HP bars rather of Fnatic. Odoamne on guard duty as well. Humanoid looking for an angle in, does have the ultimate.
Razor still has the flash here. Weaver's Wall separates VTO and Limit. It's only Patrick and Xerxes in the pit now. Xerxes down to half HP. The Weaver's Wall goes down. Xerxes still getting chipped away. 2,000 HP on the Baron. Glacial Prism. Patrick cleanses it. The stun onto Razzle because he's tried to dive through the unraveled earth. Once again, back to the Baron. Go XL. They'll land the smite. Xerxes takes it. Fnatic will look for the fight. Stepping forward. Only Razok on the front line right now. Odoamne is going to use that empowered recall to get out. Xerxes slows them with the barrel as well. And this tower that they spent so long defending.
The ultimate works out nicely for XL. And now with the Baron there.
Reckless was hit with the Q3. Has to pop the ultimate here to get away from the Tibbers. Flashes as well. But Odoamne is going to pull him back with the all-out blade caller coming in. Odoamne just soloing out the enemy AD carry. A little bit of help from Limit it seems, but Odoamne is on a rampage. He does not want spring to be the same as winter. A new day has dawned for him it seems. And Odoamne 5-0 now on the Cassante. He is sending a message to Fnatic.
An incredible performance from Odoamne in game 1. He started off winter strong, and he's looking to do the same thing here in spring. As you rightly said, they have the Baron, they have the TPs, the Dragons up, but they don't care. XL looking to get their first win of spring. And it's only 3 members of Fnatic standing in their way.
Odoamne just tanking the tower here. Razok's taken down a little bit. Oscar Winnan has to dash away as well, and Odo is still tanking. This man just refuses to die. Razok and Advien forced to dash away. Oscar Winnan caught underneath his Nexus towers that have already been raised to the ground. And XL will match Winter. They claim their first win of spring.
I mean, a lot of positives to take away for XL. Last split, they find themselves falling into early deficits very quickly, in particular in the bot lane 2 versus 2. But even though Fnatic consistently attacked this bot lane, it was only really Limit that was falling, and they were pretty consistently finding trades back. A lot of the credit of this game, though, needs to go over to Odoamne.
Yep.
Just a massive top.
You're an extra alternative.
I think it might be Jarvan top.
It's possible. There's the Akali. We know where that's going. That's going to the middle.
For the record, like, you look at that draft from SK and you're really sad if you're Jarvan. Yeah. This is not...
Marcoon's coming around as well. Now, Dos can auto this cannon W away. He needs 3 for that E, though. Still, that's 2-3 minions away from it. The stun's going to land. There's a knock-up as well as they look for the kill onto Exekick. The ignite is enough. Shayo takes it in the end with that red buff. Brock and BDS get first blood. Those wave pushing in, though, means that Crownie should be able to catch them. Once again, Shayo looking for a gank. No flashes were expended by the SK bot lane, but still the threat with the Graviton root, and now Lebrov can charge the stun. There's the follow-up, and Exekick just doesn't get a moment to move. Crownie on the board, second kill of the game for BDS.
The vision control on the bot side.
One of his main points of weakness, even with the Q buffs, he still Not the strongest in the lane. Relatively safe to blind pick if you're willing just to stay back.
When you look at the lane state right now of BDS, they want to try and push this wave out as quickly as possible. They're in an awkward spot, and Marcoon's found the angle.
No flash on LeBron. Do you go for him? Do you go for Crownie? Flash away, flash forward from DOS. The chase is in, but the summon Tibbers will not be enough. DOS takes it with the ignite. SK invest everything into finding that kill.
So it's unfortunate that the kill doesn't go on to Marcoon.
Of SK, or at least put them behind. And got the objectives. Now one dragon in the hole, but for it, they're about 1,700 gold ahead. A lot of that sitting on Crownie as well. Adam in the top lane. Haven't really talked about top too much as Marcoon looks for something here. Immediately dives in, but DOS can't chase forward either. Looks for Sheo, but LeBron's just going to be able to get the stun here, and Marcoon was all... it was just all over the place from SK. Marcoon dived in, X-Kick wasn't there. DOS can't just come in here expecting me to like a puppet for you, just give you bear puns on demand, Vedius, as X-Kick tries to trade onto LeBron here. There's the stun. X-Kick does still have the Feather Storm. DOS coming in with the quickness. LeBron flashes away, but the charm still hits. And with the Feather Storm, it's enough. Crownie flashing forward will kill off X-Kick. Now they're looking with the TP for a little bit more. Adam diving in. Can't get close enough. In the end, it's 1-for-1.
Well, they should be able to convert this into a tower. Adam committing is very good right now. You think about the scaling element. Of course, we talked about how for a Jarvan, you look across the other side and you're like, well, this comp doesn't look very fun to play into, but really all he needs to do is get that knock-up, lock down that target that maybe doesn't have a flash. He just needs to create chaos in the fight. He can do a lot of work. He's sitting in what he believes to be the fog of war, but little does he know that he has in fact been spotted.
A little bit less foggy here. An episode of Silent Hill rendition, it seems, as Certus looks for Crownie. X-Kick dashing forward to Gale Force as well. Crownie trying to get away, but Certus gets a shutdown. Lay in wait and picked his mark, and he gets a double pull. We asked if he could show up, and he does exactly that.
Certus, that was clean.
He had to survive for a while. Double control on the same wavelength there, although...
Just to make sure.
Double control again!
Yeah, that's... we must have control!
No more controls! Vedius is the look for Adam. The knockup's going to come in as well, but Certus dived onto the back line. Now onto LeBron, dashing forward with the perfect execution. Adam and LeBron able to get away, but Sheo is isolated from the rest of his team. In the end, it's DOS that falls first. Sheo trying to get away from X-Kick and will burn the flash to do so. Nuke, explosive cast into the last breath, but X-Kick still has a Feather Storm. And a tempestuous moment it is for SK. Certus goes back in, Sheo with the shield, the Aegis shield upgrade. All that bonus AD coming in handy for Sheo. He survives and Certus dies.
Does help the Certus through his Q the wrong way, but that will beat BDS walking away with 2 kills and a dragon, as they're able to outplay SK. It looked like a great fight initially for SK. The fact that they were able to lock down Adam for so long, it felt like that the damage would be more than enough. Dab on him.
Yours was unbearable, I'll be honest.
You already used that one.
Have I?
Cheating. Top lane being pushed in right now. BDS, they're looking for the fight.
BDS going in onto Sheo. Look at the knockup, look at the CC. X-Kick does not get an opportunity to react. SK forced away, and X-Kick down once again. And it was beautiful stuff there by BDS. They push forward, they're looking for more. At least this mid lane tier 1 will probably be all for this push at least, as they back away once again.
Look at the shield that Adam has.
To navigate, I fear. Sheo's worked his way all the way behind here. Certus could jump in there. Marcoon could do the same. Do they know that Sheo's there? They don't. Sheo lying in wait. Certus caught.
Irrelevant.
BDS with a fog of war trip before. Irrelevant's trying to get onto the backline, and the engage comes out. The nod, the knockup, the CC chain. X-Kick dashing forward as well, and Crownie's already so low. Crownie will fall before he can even pop his ultimate. And Sheo was waiting in the fog of war, but SK didn't give him an opportunity to strike. They pounce. They almost kill him off. Irrelevant can chase forward. Flash, boomerang. The shield will not save you now. Irrelevant chases him down, and it's a shutdown over to SK. The Dragon, their prize, and 4 kills to boot.
And just like that, SK's team fighting comes online. This is exactly how this team came back in so many from SK, and this should be a Baron to boot.
And like that, the game shifts. The pendulum of favor now working for SK. Quickness, no flash on him though, means that perhaps Marcoon needs to be the one to initiate. Certus has put a control ward down here, but if he walks out of that bush, he'll still be spotted by the ward that the control ward doesn't spot.
They know that he's in a flank somewhere. I'm not sure if they actually spotted him walking into that bush. They have a feeling that he's in the try. And Irrelevant building up that rage bar.
Almost got the mega.
Now
They see
spotted.
Certus. They know exactly where he is. They want to fight for this dragon though. It's soul for SK if they get it. Irrelevant builds up the mega flash. 4-man knob into the wall. And the CC chain just doesn't stop coming. X-Kick gets another. That's 3. A beautiful smash into the wall from Irrelevant. Everything his team needed in that moment. And SK clean up the fight.
Irrelevant once again with a fantastic Gnar ultimate. This man just has not missed this game. A fantastic execution and really the core of what has made SK's team fighting so strong in this game. A great comeback from SK. Their early game, the BDS had their number. They were in full control, but when it came down to these fights, SK just found the windows and found the way to make it work. Irrelevant with an incredible game. Certus really cementing himself.
Jarvan that you may have seen in your solo queue games, but Sheo is in a strong position here. DOS stepping in, has that quickness, has the flash. Sheo still has yet to be spotted. Certus spots him now. Sheo, you gotta realize! Doesn't realize quickly enough. And Certus molded in the darkness, formed by it, finds another as the engage happens. Irrelevant once again with an R, but doesn't actually land any stuns into the wall there. Nuke getting chipped away at Marcoon on the chase forward. Nuke pops the stopwatch, but immediately afterwards, you gotta feel he'll go pop as X-Kick takes him down. DOS and Irrelevant looking for a little bit more. Marcoon knocks up Crowny, and Certus still on the chase, has the perfect execution, doesn't even need it. As they round out the kills, TP to the mid lane, TP to the Nexus towers. SK grasping victory from the jaws of defeat. Adam trying to defend, another stopwatch, buying a little bit of time as Adam once again gets the last breath, but he's aced. And SK will clean it up and continue their winning ways from Winter.
A fantastic comeback from SK. Some excellent team fighting and just great individual performances from Certus and Irrelevant. This duo in the fights was incredible. We saw some great engages, of course, as well from DOS and Marcoon.
Perks is kind of stealing the spotlight.
We've got an Aurelion Sol, we've got a Cho'Gath mid, there's a Darius in the game as well, so I feel like there's going to be a lot of kills this game. These are skirmish-heavy champions, roam-heavy champions, a lot of melee champions that want to fight on the top side.
Bit of fighting here as Niski's just harassing Bo.
He was the original Forgiven follower in the Xaxaxa.
Yes.
Niski's just watching them do this dragon, hoping his team can collapse. Maybe they can look for some kind of pick. I mean, that's the power of mid-push. You can be there first, but no menacingly.
Yeah.
As if you're ready for a fight, but nothing actually happens.
Yeah. Doing a David Attenborough cosplay. Both there to watch. Photon leaping forward.
He's gonna get him, I think.
Ghosting in, just needs to get the pullback. Pullback manages to connect on the Gnar. Big damage now coming in. Should be an easy finish. Dunk down. Photon grabbing first blood.
Boton strikes again, the top side that was so strong. Poor Gnar.
That was brutal.
Porcelain Gnar just gets demolished by a wolf.
The contrast between when Yuumi dies in slow-mo close-up is astonishing. There you go. Kick back under the tower. The bleed's going to make sure he gets tower aggro, but he doesn't even need the shot to come through. El Yo-Yo finding the kill on the top side.
Gets the Dark Harvest to get the kill. And yeah, good play there by El Yo-Yo. But the usage of the ult means that I think that they can look for a Herald here. Bo's probably starting it up. Hook back
Hook on him, set is big. Instant cleanse coming out with the slow field is still down onto the ground. Trap comes in. Carzy getting hit by the trap is disastrous. Big follow-up damage now. Carzy has to run for the hills. Ticking. Burning. Perks coming over the wall. He's just going to breathe fire on him. Just spits in his face. Carzy taken out. Hylissang running. This is disaster. One trap. Here he goes. You can't stop the dragon. Oh my God. Bruce Lee in the mid lane.
Just comes in and picks up a double kill. Team response. They're looking for a dive here, so Bo's coming in to cover Perks because I think he's aware of some kind of play happening.
Backstep. Bo on the way. Ulti to clear. Going to get 5 extra stacks in the back of that because he did hit the Cho'Gath. You're now in trouble. Big damage. Able to make it out. Queuing over the wall of the blue buff. Heads up play from El Yo-Yo and Niski backing off.
Fed Fiddlesticks with like wings instead of flying around.
That would be terrifying.
Scarecrow with wings.
But be careful, Mark. I can't have the champ design team be poaching you. Oh my God, big damage. Carzy flashing forward, full confidence, but he gets netted back.
All the
traps again. Oh.
Upsets traps, upsets Caitlyn.
And now he is wildly far behind. This man needs boots. He is so hungry for this bloodthirst to survive the lane. He's just slow, but now the steal gonna come through. He just keeps breathing fire. That's the big, powerful ult. It's gonna hit just about everybody. Perks now level 10 in the pit. Ready to breathe some fire. Upset on the way in.
Gets the crab as well. Perks is just daylight robbery over here. Dragons killing.
I want to come back in the game because it's a 2K deficit and it's 2 Drakes, but it's a very fed Caitlyn.
Man trying to dive bot here. Photon has swiftness boots. No flash, no ghost.
Sidestep. Gonna go in. So much CC, there's just no way he gets out of this one. Looking for the Devour. Should just take him down. No, he's still alive! He's sticking! Hilly! Oh, the hook! The tower blocks it! Oh, what? Oh, Mad Lions have to be so mad about that one. Oh, man. That dive, more suspect than Odoamne's Twitter timeline. Let me tell you, not working out. whatsoever. Niski now running. He is stronger.
He's got nowhere to go.
But there's nothing he could do.
Dunks on him. They try the 3-man dive. Photon lives on. I'd love to know what number he lived on.
But definitely hard to get out in the middle of a team fight.
You could scream it as it flies down with like a...
Tell you what, you just cast the next team fight and we'll like, all wait for that moment and I'll just scream it.
Like a camera pan with the Lee Sin skin.
Hold that thought. Carzy getting knocked back in the face of upset. Gale force forward. We're going to finish that kill. Herald now coming into the mid lane.
My man's getting headbutted by the massive scuttle crab now as well. Photon's popped the ghost.
He's on the chase.
No flash on Hilly.
Commit. He's about to walk into 4 people. No hex flash for Hylissang this time around. They're just going to sacrifice Thresh.
Good night, sweet prince.
Over the wall.
Oh, here it comes.
Here comes Sky's Descent.
Well,
doesn't do anything.
That was underwhelming.
But it looked sick.
It looked really cool. I think the coolest thing is the minimap because you just see this massive ring of explosion covering the radius. But yeah, it's pretty cool because they've got Lee Sin on their team and then they just like slam him with a Lee Sin.
Get out of there, Chasey. He has the flash. Look at the damage. And reminder, okay, so he has 256 stacks. All of his abilities get stronger with stacks. Q gets more damage, E gets bigger radius, and Chasey!
It's the college special!
Gets dunked! My god, the spring break combo. Looking nasty.
On Chasey now. The only disadvantage of this Darius is he doesn't have TP, so he has to kind of play on this top side of the map. Looking for perks.
I also take it back. I don't know if they can win front to back. Aurelion Sol does a lot of work.
How can they catch him? He's got perks airlines.
There it is.
This man has air miles.
Dead. Hylissang.
How broken is that? You can just call an asteroid from the sky.
Yeah, it's pretty busted.
That's pretty crazy.
Like, Lee Sin's just a dude with fists.
And he's blind.
And he can't see. He's
and
just getting,
massive...
The dragon that makes stars is just bullying him. All right, lore battle not going great for the Mad Lions. Niski tries to flash out to safety, but still gets knocked back to the wall and dunked down. Summary execution here in the jungle as Vitality continue to pull further and further ahead.
Man trying to sneak a Nash over the wall, I mean, they can. Hook over, Lantern over the Aphelios. Yeah, just flip it. But Perks is there.
Perks has empowered ult.
He could just ult them in the pit.
I think he just... Can Perks kill everybody? I'm not sure.
Elyoya's gone.
Time to find out. Elyoya says, guys, that's Aurelion Sol with empowered ult. It's time to get out of the pit. Get out of the pit, boys!
Get out of there!
Oh my gosh! What are they doing? Oh my god! The Aurelion Sol damage! He couldn't click the lantern and now he's going to die. Hylissang taken out as well. It is clean from upset. It's a slaughter. There's nothing to do. Niski running. Elyoya running. Vitality not even turning the Baron. Instead, just happy with these kills. One more dragon. He's just doing bombing runs through the Mad Lions jungle.
It's just... Chasey's laughing. Just
like, what can you do at this point?
It's so lost, this game. Like, I don't blame them for trying to 4-man sneak a Nash, but like, he landed on his head. Yeah. And then his screen went gray.
Did you see that movie where it's like the dystopian future where dragons show up and then mankind can't like survive? That guy has to jump off a tower with
Probably.
Or the Dark Souls 1 intro. Shout out to Seath the Scaleless, betraying his own. Elyoya can't walk up. Vitality are breaking the tower, and this game is over.
Shocker.
Mad Lions managed to mount a comeback. It would be a miracle. Big kick into the hook, into the knockback, into the knock-up. Ulti, damage, stunned. They cannot click on perks. They so desperately want to click on the dragon, but it will not happen. Massive execute going to come in onto Niski. Good damage now going through. Bo on a rampage. Carzy's got no space to play with. The root coming in is nice, but Vitality just going to continue the siege here as Photon makes it personal.
But he's got Deadmans. He's a fast Darius. Look at him go.
Once he turns Mega,
his 100-meter dash is really good. I don't know if Chasey's
he just doesn't want to let him back. He's just gonna hit him with the question mark thing. It's not a Yordle. I don't know what that thing is. If someone wants to tell me, I'd be happy to find out. Carzy dead. No.
Maybe.
No.
No. Maybe.
Yes. Dead. All right.
Likely dead. Yeah. No.
Here we go. Chasey shut down. Hey, that's one. Might not win the game, but you take the 1v1.
We can win.
There it is. Yes, Berlin. Yes, let him know. Embarrass Photon. Outplayed.
They just doubled their damn kills. There's the E upgrade from Aurelion Sol. It's massive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's huge. The ulti is also going to be massive. Hylissang going in. His team told him not to, but that means he wants it even more. He goes down.
Bomba.
Big knock up, big knock back. Mad Lions being pushed away. Again, they have to try and defend, but there are no right choices here.
Is this like the 300 now? Do we swap films?
We could. I don't think
who's got the spear? Who's throwing it?
I think Carzy's Leonidas right now. This is where we hold them. This is where they throw explosive alcohol at me, I think is the quote.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, that one. Okay, jump in, pull back. Big damage. Niski running. Follow up, instantly dunked down. Gale force forward for very little damage. The tanky Cho'Gath will live. Leonidas has died. In direct contradiction to the film.
There's a black hole in their base.
This is tough.
How unplayable is that?
That's rough. Knock up. Photon still alive.
But Chasey though, those cloth armors.
This is his moment. Maybe.
This is playing dodgeball.
Hook gonna knock him back into the fountain. Yes! The unseen sixth man! Oh, good win.
Oh. Yeah, well, the thing is, as much as we had a bit of fun that game, the game was pretty much doomed from around the 10-15 minute mark. Their champions scale better, they have more collateral in team fights, you don't have single target damage pick when you have no control of the game. I think Mad were laughing at this game past 15 minutes as well.
Well,
they realized it was just doomed. You know, it was a quick remake, honestly.
If they could have shut down the Caitlyn or the Darius, maybe there's an angle because of how much...
They do. If they can weather the early game storm, I think Koi can run away with it. Zeri Renata will be so powerful in these later stage team fights, and Cassante is going to be a great beefy front line. But yeah, it's Astralis all the way through these early stages. But Malrang's trying to counter gank. I think 113 thinks that Malrang's probably going to look for a gank here. He's playing through mid to make sure they're fine. Not even going towards the bot side of the map, just constantly hovering.
Pull back, good damage. Ignite now ticking down. Trimby flashing out to safety. First blood! Clean play from Astralis. Trimby overconfident there. Good play from Astralis as well to focus the member who has heal, but not the member who has cleanse.
They can look for more here. Hook, oh my god!
Another one, Jonghoon does not miss. Cleanse out to safety. Will it be enough? It looks like it is. Comp. Stepping forward, stepping back.
Okay. Fight on top side. Leader might be in trouble.
Malrang now going in. Calm little Uzi Vert because he just wants to rock, but he is getting knocked down.
Repel.
Repel out, flash over the wall.
Flash.
Flash to safety. Larson there. Great escape by Malrang.
Oh, will they see Malrang though? I think the hook might go into Malrang, or they just wait for him to walk past.
Ooh, wait, he walked out of the bush. Oh, wait, no, Malrang's still trying to leap out to safety here. Is going to get hooked up, is going to get knocked down. Ignite now ticking. There's nowhere for him to go. He has no flash because of the previous play. The shield comes out, but it is too little. Will not be enough here. Going up, now coming back to safety, though. 113 is caught out. Leader now ready to port him out to safety. Can they get him out? The great escape! The Houdini moment, Leader. High-fiving his jungler on the way out. Excellent.
Back, Malrang will then kick him towards tower or something along those lines. There's no real way to flash out there.
Yep. Ooh, excellent kick now coming in. Malrang looking for the repeat play. Getting rooted, though. Has no follow-up. That sucks. Already used the kick, of course, game, and now Trimby again fishing for a play.
Trimby.
Leader. Big flash in, handshake. Now getting kicked back. Do they have enough CC to lock him down? It looks like the damage is now finally coming in. Bail out. They're going to hope that they hit each other. The Rise finally knocked back. Leader should fall here. Takes a decent amount of time, but they'll finally knock Leader down.
Not alone.
Yep. Larson going to walk over here.
Oh, Malrang stopped his base. They're going to try to fight this.
Is this a spectator Drake, or are they going to commit? It looks like they are going to commit. Knockback. They can take the Nautilus out before the fight even starts. It's going to be big, but the heal comes in. The ulti goes down. 113 off to the backside. Kabe is massive. Has the Gale Force as well. Wants to finish the kill, but Comp is getting out of there. Flash in from Larson. Or flash out, rather, from 113. Koi buying more time. Astralis, I don't think they can restart this one.
Jonghoon hooking in. I'll give this one away easy. There's a nice ward there on the top right. Yeah, nice TP there from Finn. Here comes the fight. We'll see if they can engage this. They don't have that much engaged. Nautilus hook goes wide.
Coming in. Leader is going to take it just a full front to back here. It could be big for Trimby. They're able to take the Herald. Koi.
Finn
already ulting on the backside. Looks to lock down Trimby. Is going to get caught up there briefly now. That's going to be a massive hostile takeover, and instantly they're into the meat grinder. Comp still standing for now. The bailout coming in, but he cannot find a kill, or can he? Will not get it in the end. Kabe going massive here, but Koi get the Drake and grab 2 kills. Still a positive trade for them overall.
Can Larson get out? He has the up. Dashes over the wall, has flash too. He should be fine. Astralis a little bit too trigger happy there. Finn flash W's in. Too deep. We're short range champs, Renekton Rise. Maybe we should let them go.
Flash in, going forward. Knock up, immediate combo comes out. The chain CC is there. Trimby not even gonna get a chance to ult. Ticking, ignite. Will it be? No!
They're just patient. Needs to be careful here. Leader's quite far away, has the realm warp. And again, Finn could try to get this top tower here. And when they see Malrang, it could TP bot.
It's going in. Blast come there if they can try to find the disengage. Big damage on Finn. Ignite now ticking. They will finish the job. Clean pick under the mid laner of Koi from Astralis.
And no Azir, no Victor here for Larson. So when it comes to the mid to late game, it's on Comp to carry through these fights with Shigenda in front of him. Larson's just a disruptor. Kobe is a bit further ahead right now, though, and they could start Baron here, actually. With Larson down 25, they've got vision on top side jungle, tops pushed in, mids pushed in. Could look for a bait, could look for some kind of mistake out of Koi here.
Navori, excellent damage on the Baron as well. Finn trying to find the fight for now is very powerful. Leader coming in through. They've just got a 3-man on the Baron. They can zone the rest of Koi away. Backing in, coming now from Shigenda, but he can't TP him. This fight could be too late. Ulti going in could be big, but they're going up, they're going over. They want to stick to the fight. It's only 113 left on the Baron, and Shigenda immediately leaping in. They will lose the Baron, but they will find the pick.
Lars TP.
I think Astralis kind of getting lost in the heat of the moment there. They could have just kept on the Baron.
Yeah, they were scared that here Koi, this is their avenue into the river. See if Jonghoon goes for the hook. I think he can look for a turn here. Larson just used the E.
Really big patience now. Larson has he overextended here. Where's the engage going to go? Ulti now coming out. They're just going to walk away.
Patience.
They know
Rise to Nash here. They could just go straight Rise to Nash, rush it down. What can Koi do if they burst it?
Top tier Winky Face as a side note, as 113 and the rest of Astralis now burned through this one. Happy to give up what is just a normal Ocean Drake to the side of Koi in exchange for this Baron. Incredibly clean play from Astralis. Do not get baited into the bloodbath of a fight on the bottom side. Instead, focus on the objective. It is a trade.
Yeah, it's the power of Rise. What happens is if you have this avenue of mid and they...
Yeah, let's not do that one. That one wasn't good.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, that was not. That was just a lot.
It was a good one, though.
Yeah.
I like the overlap.
There it is. Oh, handshake. 113. Can just go up into the air here, but is holding on as long as possible, waiting for Malrang to kick in. Malrang now trying to find an angle as meanwhile Finn trying to 1v1 Chigenda off to the side. Hostile takeover is big. Leader should just get taken down here, but no, goes golden. Buys a moment. Now it's Finn off on the side lanes trying to get something done. Chigenda trying to split away from the rest of the team, and here comes Kame. The damage is massive. Finn into the back line, and that is domination in the fight. Astralis take that one.
What a game from the Astralis lineup. Swap out mid, pressure all over the map. Gonna rise all the creeps here to make sure they can seal the deal. There's nothing that Larson can do. Koi never really stood a chance. So much pressure on the map. Astralis played it clean. No mistakes from them.
And honestly, you love to see it. What a triumphant return to Europe. The big stage from Leader. I mean, good to see. Again, this is a player who's people are always excited to watch, but not always for the right reasons.
Yeah.
I think so good that you can come out in your first game and have a performance like this. And on the opposite side for Koi, of course, it is just one game. But we've seen how those games can add up. We saw in the previous season how tight the race can become, so we'll just need to smile and look ahead to the next one. 2 more days ahead of them to try to find those wins, to try to find that redemption.
Best of ones, man. That's the reality of them. Great showing. Very one-sided game so far for us.
Yeah.
Maybe not a completed one, and maybe just a strong attempt in the right direction.
Yeah, I think 3-3 is going to be tough. Team fights later going to be tough as well. So this is one where I think Jankos has to show that winter split form.
If he's warded the bush, does he see him? He sees him now. So Yike needs to get up here quick. He's got about 5 seconds to get there because they're just going to instantly go for it.
Barrel coming out, trying to slow, trying to buy as much time as humanly possible. The cocoon is everything. If the cocoon hits, it's an easy dive, it's an easy follow-up. Broken Blade, excellent body slam to catch out. Jankos now has to reset early. Yike now coming in, flying a dragon. Evie going to be locked up. First blood going down. No, Jake splitting his focus. He's going to burn through Jankos. Evie now needs to run.
Flash auto, flash auto.
Flash auto. Hits the W, hits the Golden Angus now on the bottom side of the bot lane. Mickey's now been caught out. Excellent stand aside, stops the engagement coming in. Hansama thirsting for more, trying to get more done. The Ignite ticking, burning, but they will not get the cash in quite yet. And meanwhile, Evie is going to escape 1 for 1 at the end of the day.
Small blunder by Yike. I'd have to see it again, but there's a chance he could have got both of them. He thought that Evie would die to the red buff.
Trouble? Are they going to commit? Yeah, the resources, no. Happy to just take the incremental trades here as Ruby stepping forward is going to try to get the exchange on the Caps. Caps forced to flash out to safety. Well played by Ruby, really trying to push this advantage early before there's any armor on the Malphite.
Just constantly under pressure and scared. See the vision toggle there from the observers. Jankos snuck his way into this bush. They might get a bit of a surprise when he's here.
Aggressive here. Jankos, there's not really any counterplay available. They can try to turn and burn the Jarvan, but they don't have the damage. They don't have the firepower. Now they need to back up. Jankos goes up, but he goes down in the meantime. Big money now in favor of G2 as they get the cash out.
Little bit of overconfidence. Broken Blade. Just gonna... Okay. Just gonna send him off. Do a little bit of damage to Evie. I think he's gonna go for the health plan.
For the Heretics bottom lane. You know, they struggled a lot when you look at Winter, and the fact that they have to come back from their first game in spring versus arguably, actually, the strongest bottom lane in our league. Now the top side in trouble, however. Evie trying to heal up as much as possible, but Caps goes in. Unstoppable force.
Jankos can't really do anything here. He's level 5. Ruby's behind him, actually. Maybe they can get the Gragas.
Trying to finish it off. A little bit of poke coming back. Ruby getting slowed down there by the Shard. Now trying to run him down. Flash in, knock back with a Thundering Blow. Broken Blade still alive for now. Now Caps might try to turn the play. Big damage from those W's. That's the 13.4 buffs coming in. Jankos wants to finish the job. Gets the Q out. That's the double for the Spider on the top side. But here comes Yike. The endless parade of teams looking to fight will finally stop.
Really well played there from Jankos. He smites the creep to get the cocoon to stun Caps to get the kill. Good mechanics. Mickey gonna pull the lantern in.
Oh, and on the way out! That's clean.
Exhaust. Is it enough? It is. The dash distance onto the Xayah. So, no TP on Evie. Mickey, and he's just standing in front of... They're going to take this fight. Yike can get there quite quickly.
No. Jumping back out. Hansama now stepping in. The Root's going to connect. They're going to try to burn through Hansama, but he instantly cleanses that one out. Enough burst damage to take out Yike. Another cash in for the side of G2. Clean mechanical play here. The redive.
No way.
Won't connect.
Caps is coming, actually. Maybe there is a way. Need to get this wave down quickly here, Heretics.
And this is what's so terrifying about Draven and also about the G2 bottom lane, as we saw when Kobbe got ahead in one of our previous games. They didn't do a lot to push that lead right away. G2, though, doing much more to get the ball rolling. Ruby
can't play the game, man.
Is getting walked down.
Can you do me a favor? Can you bring up that Hansama graphic again for me?
Yeah.
Just as they look for this bot play.
Is this the one?
We'll see
is
this
this
bot
that
play quickly.
publicly available information that they had access to?
So, I'll hold my breath for a second. I think maybe they can turn this. Look for the kill. Shut down, that's
coming
one.
through, that's going to be big. Mickey now in trouble. Jack Spectre pulling it back.
Okay.
Gold starting to shift. Still a 2.1k gold lead for the side of Hansama in the individual matchup, but Jack Spectre and Team Heretics firing.
He's matching G2's plays really well, and he's keeping Heretics in this game.
Ooh, body slam. Just a little cancel there. Knock back, keeping it going. Trying to body block, Thundering Blow. Is going to come out, knocking Broken Blade into the tower, just walking him down, and belly bomb. This man was not ready. The amount of thick boys just ruined.
Tower now just because you've stopped my base.
I mean, they have so much kill pressure. That's what's terrifying, right? If you make a single mistake when you do stay, it could all be over. Caps are going to be forced to ult out to safety. Holding on to it for now as Yike is on the way in. Unstoppable Force, where's he going to go? Cocoon not quite connecting. They're going up, but he's instantly going to try to turn and burn. Broken Blade now on the way in, and G2 firing back. Evie healing up, though. Still standing for now, trying desperately to stay alive, but it will not be enough. A double for Broken Blade in the mid lane.
Broken Blade is just everywhere, isn't he? He kills Ruby in top, pushes in, moves towards
individual gold lead, and has looked pretty solid in some of these exchanges. Mersa now in trouble.
Caps is just playing Splinter Cell. He knows there's a Gwen here somewhere. He's been hiding in this bush. He's called Broken Blade to TP in, but his TP got cancelled.
Run him down. Does Caps want to stick on this play? It looks like he's decided he no longer wants to fight this as Broken Blade is now leaping out of safety. Excellent TP cancel from the side of Team Heretics. Now Yike on the way in. They're going to try to turn and burn. Do they have enough burst to burst through the Gwen? Yes, they certainly do. Mickey X now trying to leap out to safety. Hansama charmed up. They're trying to body block the Lantern. Hansama running out to safety. Now looking for the re-engage. Somebody blinking health bars. Broken Blade knocked back for the Thundering Blow. Jack Spectre locked up. Jack Spectre ignited. Trying desperately to get out to safety. Can flash to safety. Has not pulled the feathers back, and the play will stop for a moment as they disengage.
Some teams, you know, Hansama Draven,
well, and this
is
Caitlyn. When G2 are a terrifying team or a terrifying organization, oftentimes it has just been that it's kind of pick your poison on what you let get through. They picked Draven, and they're getting poisoned now as Hansama just cutting through. In terms of overall damage, that's the knock-up!
Oh my god.
Easy combo. Jack Spectre on the backside, untouched for now. Jack Spectre desperate to get anything back, but Caps is just so beefy. Now looking for the 1v1 versus because Hansama's killed one carry. He wants to kill another! The penta for Hansama!
5 kills over to the Draven. Caps right behind him. Mickey with the confidence. Hans cleans up. He's the single carry in this entire comp. And he does his job perfectly.
5k individual gold lead, 5 cash-ins back to back to back to back to back. And now a Baron to follow up as Broken Blade pushes in. It was close until it wasn't, and it
Sorry, they were what? Kled, Annie, Heimerdinger, Cho'Gath. You know, the meta's evolving into such wacky champions that it's just G2's playground, really, isn't it? So Broken Blade's matching Ebby here. He has TP, but Ebby doesn't.
It's the second time today we've seen one team be wildly ahead and just spend their time chasing the enemy top laner.
Yeah,
got a split screen.
Cap's actually quite low HP. Might have to base and TP here if they want to keep pressuring, but it looks like Yike's recalling too. No, looks like Cap's going to base and TP in if they want to force more. There he is.
Team Heretics.
Beefy boy.
Bounty hunting right now.
Oh, there he goes.
There he goes. Sleeps in. Hansama's going to kill everybody. He's legendary, unsurprisingly now at this point in the game. Just absolutely slaughtering. Oh, knockbacked in. They're just going to try to keep it going.
They're playing ping pong with them.
Mersa finally going to find that engage. Just into the waiting arm of Hansama.
Are they going to dive the fountain? I feel like that'll be a G2 thing to do here.
Oh, wow. He maybe could. Big damage.
Oh, yeah. Here they come. Dive the fountain. G2 classic. Yeah.
Again, early game, some credit to the side of Heretics, but this has been the G2 show.
Pentakill for Jack.
For a long time.
It never works, guys. Why do they keep doing it?
That is a dominant start. Credit to G2. You know, commanding game. Showed us some new things in terms of the draft and showed us some old things in terms of the Draven, and they're still working fine. Again, for Heretics, keep that composure. Look ahead to the games coming up. You played against the champions, and they are the champions for a reason.
Another day in the office really for G2. They've shown so many picks now that I feel like drafting against them is just impossible at this point, and this just reminds me of the olden days.